Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell of California. Talk more about this. Thanks for coming in. What do you think of this, first and foremost, from the former vice president saying that, one, the Biden comms team worked against her, also saying that it was recklessness amongst, she even takes some of the responsibility herself to leave it to Joe and Jill Biden behind the scenes to make the call alone on whether to keep running for re-election or not. Do you agree?
I don't have the luxury of writing a book right now, Kate. I'm in the arena. I don't get the opportunity to watch all of this and look back. I'm trying to protect my constituents from being unlawfully deported, from having their health care taken away, and from being sent to the next Donald Trump war. So they can focus on the past. I'm focused entirely on the fight that's right in front of me.
How important do you think Kamala Harris's voice is in this fight that you're talking about right in front of you? If she's going on this book tour, you know she's going to be doing a lot of interviews. Do you think she should be front and center as the face of the Democratic Party?
I don't know what her position is. I know what my position is, which is pass Prop 50 in California. November 4, California voters go to the polls to get 5 seats back that were taken in the rigged districting process in Texas. I'm doing that. Governor Newsom is doing that. And I think it'd be helpful if Kamala Harris was going across California to help us get voters to do that. I expect that she will do that. But Kate, I just don't have the luxury as Rome burns, to write a book about it right now. I'm all in to try and save it.
Let's talk about something that is developing. It started developing on the show yesterday, and we're continuing to learn much more about it. Is the Israeli strike on Hamas targets inside of Qatar? President Trump says he is not happy about it. Big question is, what is the president going to do about it? What do you think the president should do in responding to this now?
He should keep his promises. Donald Trump promised that all of the wars from the Middle East to Ukraine would end on day one, that prices would plummet and that jobs would soar. Well, Ukraine has never been weaker. The Middle East has never been more chaotic. The jobs numbers right now have never been worse since the last time Donald Trump was president. Right now, instead of going after MS-13 members, he's deporting people with work visas from Korea in the South. And as far as his health goes, Joe Biden looks like an Olympic athlete compared to the illnesses that he's hiding. Donald Trump is a broken man who has broken all of his promises, and we're all starting to pay for it, and we're going to be a broken country pretty soon.
On Jeffrey Epstein and the push to get the files in total released, or more at least, the White House is now saying that it would support a professional handwriting expert reviewing that birthday book page that allegedly was made by Donald Trump. The White House continues to say that it was not done by Donald Trump. Do you think that is the direction this is going?
Sure, we could bring in a handwriting expert, but I have 2 eyes, you have 2 eyes. Anyone who looks at that letter, which was provided by the Epstein estate, knows whose signature that was, and they should just release all the files for the sake of the victims so that they can receive justice. As a former prosecutor, the simplest explanation is the right one, which is if you were doing everything to bury something beneath the earth, there's probably a good reason for it. And there's a bigger theme here, Kate, which is Donald Trump doesn't want us to believe our own eyes. He has commissioned this new hearing, this new committee in Congress to revisit January 6th, something we all saw with our own eyes. He's telling us not to believe that the cost of beef and everything else we're buying right now is going up, not to believe that the jobs numbers are going down, not to believe that the Epstein files involve him. We all have eyes. We all can see, and we're not going to go in this direction. We're going to put the truth over Trump.
The White House press secretary yesterday tried to further explain what the president thinks is the hoax around all of this, as he has called it a hoax multiple times before. Let me play for you what Caroline Levitt said.
So what is the theory, since these documents came from the Epstein estate? Who is, I guess, in your view, faking these documents?
I did not say the documents are a hoax. I said the entire narrative surrounding Jeffrey Epstein right now that is absorbing many of the liberal cable channels on television is a hoax that is being perpetuated by opportunistic Democrats like Ro Khanna and the others whom you saw on that press conference outside of Capitol Hill, who are trying to push this hoax against the President of the United States.
Asked what is the hoax, Carolyn Levitt says Democrats pretending to care about the victims of these crimes now. What do you say to that?
Well, Democrats are joined by Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, Thomas Massie, and others, people who are standing up for sexual assault victims. And again, he's telling us not to believe our own eyes. Kate, he has more pictures. There's more pictures of Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein than Donald Trump with Don Jr. I mean, we all know he was connected to this guy, and so he should just shoot straight with us.
I take your point, but none of us have done an accounting of the number of pictures he has with any of his children versus with Jeffrey Epstein. Let's be clear. But the point here is, would Democrats be on better footing politically with this if they had been more vocal, more clearly vocal about wanting Jeffrey Epstein files released before this, before Trump came back into the office? Because the circumstances that exist today are the circumstances that existed in the last administration. That is true.
I did my homework on this. I expected you to ask, so I went back and I found multiple occasions where I was calling on Labor Secretary Acosta to resign for his role in the Epstein plea deal under the Trump administration. So I've been pretty consistent. I think Jamie Raskin and others, when you go back, you see that they've been consistent, but we are all here now. And so I think about the Disney movie Frozen, which I watch every morning with my daughter. The best thing you can do is the next right thing. That's like the lesson from the movie, right? So if you didn't say anything then, you have an opportunity to do something now. So we have an opportunity right now to do something for these victims. And so let's find justice for them now.
I'm not sure to say congratulations for being a good father to watch the movie, or I'm sorry because it will never leave your head as a mother who has had to do the same. But I digress. Congressman, thank you for your time.